Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel. Today we can discuss about the LOLBins. SOC Analyst received one unusual alert. The alert was not for the ransomware and it was not for the malware. It was for the trusted Windows utility. At the first glance, nothing looked suspicious, but this legitimate Windows tool was being used as a weapon by the attackers. These tools are called LOLBins, which stands for Living Up the Land Binaries. Tools like a certutil.exe, mshta.exe, rundll32.exe, and PowerShell. These are already built into the Windows systems. So these tools are used by the system administrator for everyday management and troubleshooting and automation purpose. The tools themselves are completely legitimate. So why do attackers love these LOLBins? Because they already installed. So they are signed by the Microsoft and security products also see them as a trusted application. So instead of bringing their own tools, attackers can abuse the tools that already exist on the systems. In this investigation, the first suspicious activity involved by the certutil.exe. The analyst discovered that the certutil.exe is connecting to an external server and it's downloading a file directory into the endpoint. To Windows, it looked like a normal trusted process, but in reality, the attacker had just delivered a malicious payload into the endpoint. A few seconds later, another LOLBin appeared, mshta.exe. This Windows utility was used to execute the code from a remote location, so no warning message and no suspicious pop-ups are appeared. This malicious code executed silently in the background. This is what makes LOLBin so dangerous. The attackers still they are not using the some traditional hacking tools. Everything was happening through the trusted Windows binaries. Certutil downloads the file, MSSTA executed the code, and PowerShell could run the commands, and run DLL32 could load the malicious DLs, all using tools already available on the system. Eventually, the EDR will detect this suspicious behavior. The alert highlighted the unusual command line activity involving certutil.exe and mshta.exe. So, MITRE attack techniques were automatically mapped based on the executions and the behavior. So, this was the first indication that something malicious was going to happening. Now, the SOC analyst will review the process tree. So that's where the entire attack chain become the visible. Circuit will download the payload and the payload launched some additional process and run DL32 executed the malicious code and network connections pointed to attacker control infrastructure. The process tree revealed the full story of the attack. And here is the biggest lesson. The tools were not malicious. The behavior was. The same LOLBins can used by the administrator for legitimate work. And for attackers, it's a malicious activity. So because in cybersecurity, it's not always malware that compromises system. Sometimes it's the tools that are already there. Please follow this channel for more SOC real updates. Thank you.